Hey friends, and welcome back to episode 24 of Cities Skylines 2 in our beautiful German-inspired city of Nüva. As you probably already noticed from the title, today's episode is going to be a little more on the emotional side because we're going to say goodbye to our city, at least for now. I'll explain the reasons behind that and what's coming next in just a bit, but first, as usual, I wanted to at least give you the usual commentary style rundown of what we're wrapping up today. It was time again for a few quality of life improvements. As you can see, I started reworking the train tracks in that more forested area. I added dirtier, rougher ground textures, and over in the industrial zones I gave it a brand new gravel base. The original surfaces just didn't look that great, and in the cinematics they were always buggy because the tracks kept popping in weirdly. I don't know how to say it. Maybe you've noticed it in a previous cinematic. And yeah, you'll see also in a minute that I finally reworked our beach, the one we deleted a few episodes ago because we needed the space for all the piers and stuff. And yeah, it's finally back now, laid out in multiple layers and of course decorated with beach launchers, umbrellas, a little beach path, and also more fun details. Alright, but let's get back to what I mentioned at the beginning. I don't want to keep you waiting for too long, even though this episode is definitely going to be a little different from the usual CS2 ones. So there isn't just one single reason. It's more like a combination of a bunch of different things and events. If you've been following me for a while, maybe also on Patreon, you know that I regularly struggle with motivation and that the workload involved in making these videos is often a big challenge for me. I've really tried out a lot of different things. On the video production side, for example, less commentary, switching between German and English, shorter formats, more tutorials, moving to 4K thanks to my ridiculously expensive gaming PC, better mic quality, but also like in terms of content itself, I've created huge projects like the massive harbor, or I often also recreated real-life locations and you know, so on. I've definitely learned a lot of it through that process, and I'd even say that the quality of my videos has improved quite a bit, but I still often feel like I just can't keep up with others or other creators as well. You know, I release a tutorial and like 2 weeks later someone drops a video on the exact same topic and somehow just does it better. I lose myself in tiny details and then someone else builds like something without any mods at all and it still somehow looks way better than mine. And yeah, please don't get me wrong here. That's only examples. It's not about the others. It's about me. It's about my own expectations. It's about the pressure I put on myself and, you know, the standards I hold myself to when it comes to stuff I want to build. I do compare myself to others and I have these really high expectations for myself, and right now with Nüva I just can't meet those expectations anymore. The city is already too far along. I can't bring the vision I have in my head into this project anymore because I like because the structure is already too established. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, that's why I decided we're going to start a brand new city together on a super impressive new map and with a new focus to build it in an even more realistic and also more immersive way. It's no longer about creating a giant city. That was my main goal before. I always was like, oh my god, I need to have this huge city because it will look so great once it's fully developed and stuff like that. No, that won't be the focus anymore. I want to be building a believable region with smaller towns and villages included. And yeah, that's why Nyva will be paused for now. Honestly, I still love this city and I'm not ruling out that we might come back to it at some point. Maybe even just on stream or something, but I really want to try something new. What I'm also not feeling good about anymore is doing everything in 2 languages. The videos aren't getting much attention lately in general, and the German ones even lesser than my English ones, which of course has several reasons. I mean, in general, just look at the state of the game itself. The constantly delayed DLCs, the missing asset editor. Yeah, I don't even have to get started on that, right? So all of that definitely contributes to this feeling like it's some kind of ticking time bomb and there's always lesser and lesser people. And I mean, the German Cities Skylines community is a lot smaller as well, so but most Germans know English, so I hope I will be fine. And also this doesn't concern you as English viewers, right? So yeah. I also stream a lot in German, however I've been thinking if I should try to stream in English again as well. I already have an English channel, it's also called Masa Builds on Twitch, but I haven't really felt confident enough to do streams there. So what do you guys think? Would you want to actually come over there and watch me stream Cities Skylines and maybe other games there? Or maybe I do some multiple streams, or I go on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I'm not sure what's the best solution to this, to be honest. Yeah, I'm really excited about the fresh new start and eager to try out some new ideas. I also thought about doing another series where we try to play the game in a more vanilla way, so that we have some variation between my content. I've really got a bunch of ideas and I can't wait to try out a lot of new stuff with you guys. Maybe even some new video formats, or maybe also other games again on this channel that are of course city builder like. So stay on the lookout for updates on this in the future. Also big thanks to you guys at this point for all your support. We never would have made it this far without you, and it honestly mends my soul to read your comments. You have no idea what kind of impact that has on me. And yeah, people always talk about the negative comments online, how toxic and draining they can be. And yeah, that's of course true. However, I actually almost never have this kind of comments here. I only have these really positive comments. So many of them are just super kind, thoughtful, and often super helpful too, so with amazing ideas, and that's really what it is about. That's why at least I keep making these videos. It's so easy to get lost in the numbers, and honestly, as an overthinker, I do that a lot. And as a computer science student, I think it's interesting, of course, but you need to remind yourself to see the bigger picture. But yeah, again, huge thanks to every one of you out there for your support, whether it's here on YouTube, on Patreon, or over on Twitch. You're just there and support whatever crazy project I'm currently working on. Just thank you, you're amazing, guys. Alright, we got quite a bit done in this episode again. I don't know why, but I really love those 3 buildings that, you know, form the German flag. Especially from the side, it just looks even cooler since the colors stack vertically. All in all, I feel like this is a good stopping point for the city. We've filled in most of the gaps in the urban areas, and I feel like it is the right moment to, you know, take a break. Feel free to drop a comment with your thoughts on the city so far, and maybe even what you would do differently in the next one. One thing I'm honestly kind of bummed about is that we've never got around to using the Ride Everywhere mod. I really wanted to add street signs, but as you know, starting that now would just be a massive amount of work. But that's definitely something we're gonna do differently next time. Alright friends, let's slowly wrap this up. Thanks again for joining me on this journey, and who knows, maybe we'll come back to Nuva sooner than expected. But for now, we're setting out for new horizons and also new ideas. And yeah, if you enjoyed this series so far, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and drop a comment. And also make sure to follow me on my Twitch channel, Masa Builds also, so you don't miss the next season of Cities Skylines 2 live on stream. Alright, take care for now and bye bye!